Good day, devs. Today I'll be showing you how to make a website like Canva using HTML CSS. This is an HTML CSS project that I believe surely you will love and you will love to do. So please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and leave some notifications, as I'll be uploading videos regularly on how to do everything using HTML and CSS. So today without wasting your time, please go to my GitHub account, which I'll leave in the description down below, and download this starter code that we have here. So I'll just simply copy the URL, and we are using Visual Studio Code inside my desktop. So I just have to say git clone, then paste URL, and we download the starter pack. Now we have finished downloading the boilerplate, so I need to go and open it inside my desktop. There it is. So we open our boilerplate, and now is the time to get on to the coding. So first of all, I'm going to create the header. Then I'll create a div which I shall call container. Then I'm also going to create another div which I shall call nav. Let's start inserting the image logo. Let me get inside my images folder. This is the logo SV, and then on the out information that will display if the image fails to load, this one. As soon as we're done with that, I'm going to create another div which I shall call drop down. Then below the drop down, let's create another div which I shall call, okay, maybe you might be worried about spacing. Let's create another div which I shall call menu, and then let's start dragging this text. Then I need a down arrow. So this down arrow, I'll use Font Awesome icons. Let's say FA angle down like this, and I'll just put area. Sorry, let's say the area hidden. Okay, I should do it outside. Let's say the area hidden to true. After I've done with that, with this div, we now go on to insert an input which we shall use for checking box on for inserting the drop down. Input type, I'll say checkbox. Then we open another div which we shall call div. This one is for the listing. Then let me set a UL, unordered list. So to start off everything, I'm going to start off by listing the number of times it, okay, I need to collect the content of this listing that is going to go there. Let me have this listing. Okay, so I do listing. Then let's have 4 times logo. Let's also put, okay, like this one. Then after that, we are done with that. We go on to create another drop down. Let's copy this drop down, then you paste it below. Okay, so let's replace this text. Let's remove this text, and this is the text that we want to be replaced, the business. And now let's go on to the listings. I'm going to collect these details, and let's place them there. Let's start replacing this content that is there. Okay, share. So this is the next text that is going to be replaced. Now let me replace also plan and schedule. Let's also replace this text. We replace this text. Then lastly, we collect this text. Okay, we can now remove this text, this content. Now we're left with this one. Now let's go for the last drop down, which is this one. We should get some dots. So inside, we can just copy this one, copy. Yeah. Now inside this one, we now need to replace. We don't have the heading there. We only have the dots. So for the dots, I'm just going to change this using font awesome. ellipses. This is for the down the dots. Then I'll need to change the according to the design. You can see that here there are some right pointing arrows in the text. So let me copy this text and we come inside our browser, and for now let me remove this one, and we need the font awesome for the right arrow. So let's say F angle right, right. Now let's replace. Okay, I can just copy it first and make the outputs of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we remove this text is no longer needed. Let's just simply drag it to where it should go, like this, like this. We are done. Okay, we're done with that. So now that we're done with that, we're done with our last drop down. Let me have a look at how it now looks like inside our browser. Just have to click go live. While I'm waiting for my live server to come out, let me go on to create a div for the next one. Is a search. Okay, everything is okay, but let me go on and change the heading there. Title. For the title, I'm just going to say inside our Google Chrome, let's search Canva. Okay, this is our title, so I just need to copy it. Copy the title and replace it there, yeah, like this, so that the title looks awesome. There you can see we've got the title. Now we're going to create a search bar. There we were. Search bar. I need, first of all, I need the awesome input type. Let's say the input. Okay, let me just say search. Then after that one, I need the placeholder text. So the placeholder text is try logo poster, anything. This is the placeholder text that will appear. Anything. Now we close that one, and after that one, I'm going to create another div which I shall call features. Then let's have the question circle. So I'll use font awesome. Whilst we are there, question. Okay, let's set the area of hidden. hidden to true. When I'm done with that one, inside for, let's open another div which I shall call menu. And let's add a button. Now let's add a button. The button, I'll call it, okay, I need a class name for the button. Let's put a class name. I'll call it btn first. Then we go create login. Okay, so once we are done with this one, by drop, let's create another div which I shall call div, I'll call it setting drop. Div dot menu. btn second, and this text will be like this one. So you can see what we've done. This text was meant to be the placeholder text here, there, so that you don't get lost. While it's this text sign up, log in, this text is the one that is going there. So I think you've got it right. Now this, once we are done with that one, the next thing that we're gonna do is we have finished the, once we are done with this header, let me create another section, and I just want to add the div class which I'll call hero. Inside the hero, I'll have another div which I shall call hero top. The div which I shall call hero txt text top. Then I'll start off with the heading h1 text. I want the h1 text. Let me drag the content that we are going to have. This is the text content that you are going to have. No, h1 text. Then we have got paragraph text. Button. Then we set it sign up for free. Okay, yeah, let's see. Then once we're done with this div for the hero top, let's insert the video. Okay, for the source, I want to put source inside here. Now let's put in some controls first, and then I want the video to be on loop autoplay. Let's save the height of the video to 350 pixels, at least the width I'll set it to 550 pixels. Then the source of the video, this is where the URL for the source inside the videos folder. Now inside the videos folder, I want this one. This is the RSMP3. Let's also set the type. This is a video in the MP4 format. Now let's have a look at how there you can see we've got everything. Now the next step is now to do styling. The next step is to do styling, so I'll have to open the styles folder. Okay, let's start off here. We're saying I'll start off with the header. Okay, I might need to do the box shadow. RGB, you know, the box shadow 100. Let's set the green color to 100 as well, and let's change it to 1111. 0.2. Zero pixel. Then also let me style the container when we display. Let's set it display flex, justify the content to space between. Let's align items to center, padding 10 pixels. Okay, we need to continue styling it. Let me style next the header dot container dot. I'm going to target the font awesome, not the search excluding. Excluding the font awesome. We're going to change the font size. Let's set it to 1,5 em. then the color of the text, okay, 3B3D, like this one. This is the color of the text. Then also let's put on the cursor pointer. Now I'm going to start next to the nav. So let me say header dot container dot nav. Width, let's give it to 70%, and let's set the display reflex and justify content to space around, then align items to the center. Let's have a look at the progress that we have made. There you can see the progress that we are doing. Then let's go on to style the drop down. I'll just have to say header dot container dot nav dot drop down this class name. Let's set the position to relative, and also let's have display inline lock. And features, I want to to style the features class dot features dot by drop this class name. Make sure that you are getting all the class names correctly. On hover, let's have the header again. Let's have the features dot this one. On hover, let's have the header, and let's have the nav dot drop down. On hover, we want the background color to change to a light gray, like just have F5F. This is color code 6F now. Now let's tell the target the menu header dot container dot drop down dot menu. Let's save the padding to 10 pixels. and let's have a border radius of 4 pixels. Let's set the position to relative, and I also want the transition duration. Let me set it to 0.2 seconds. While it's for different browsers, I need WebKit for our transition duration. For different browsers for that it is compatible. Then we're done with that one. Let's continue styling the color of our font or some icons. For me to do that, I just need to say header. Let's target directly container. Let's drop down menu, then font or some icons. Let's change the color to 393 P3. Okay, now let's, for the input, let's set the top to 0. Below the input, let me set the opacity to 0. Display, we set it to block. Then the padding, I'll set it to 0. Margin, I'll set it to 0. The border as well, I want to remove the border, set it to 0. Then importantly, let's set the position to absolute. Let's have a height of 100%, and let's also have a width of 100%. Let me have a look at how the design now looks like inside. Yes, there you can see the design. Now nextly, we're going to target this one on hovering. Let's set on hover. I want the cursor of pointer. Input every time when it's checked, every time when it's checked, to at least every time when we get checked. That's why we are using CSS. Okay, let's transform, let's scale it along the y-axis to 1. Then also let me have the WebKit for different browsers. Scale along the y-axis, let's push it to 1. We are done with that. Now let me go on to the listing, not the import, the listings. Okay, the class name list. There. Let's set display. The class name list, if you just have to look in through our, there you can see this is our class name list. And it is the class name list. Okay, there it is. Now let's set display to block, position, absolute, background. Let me set it to white. Width, let's set it to fit content. Then transform. I want to scale it along the y-axis to 0. Then transform origin. Let me set it to top left. Then transition duration, let's set it to 0.2 seconds. Then let's have WebKit. Let's have WebKit for everything that we did for the transform, so that on different browsers, just copy everything there and just paste it there. And let's just add a WebKit for different browsers. Let's have a view of how this looks like inside our browser. There you can see how everything is shaped. There you can see every time when you do, there you can see every time when it's checked. Now let me target the inner listings so that we make them beautiful. Let's set the padding 2 pixels, 10 pixels. Width PM. Let's set the margin bottom 5 pixels. Word break, keep all white space, no wrap, no wrap like this one. Then display block, position relative. Let's have a cursor pointer, font size as well 1 EM. Then let's set the color to /5d5 f61. There you can see. Oh, there you can see the font size has changed. Oh, there you can see. So I need to continue styling. Now I want to style on hover. Just copy it. I want the color of the text to be black. Then on the first one, on the list, first child on the list, I want to set a border at the bottom. Two px solid B D B D B. Yes, the light gray color. I want it to appear on the board. There you can see the color appeared. Now on the listings, in particular, I'm targeting the font awesome icons padding to the right. I want to set it to 10 pixels. I'm going to start this search input. Just copy the class name and Control V. Let's set the position to relative. Let's have the top to be 0. Then also from the left side, I want to push it 22 pixels. Now let's style the header. Dot search dot input padding top and bottom 5 pixels, left and right 20 pixels. Border let's set it to 1 pixel, solid gray, solid light gray. Yes, that's the color that I want for the border. Then outline, let's set it to none. Then we are done with this one. Now let's go on to the header, and I'll be styling the container. Dot features dot by drop. Let's set the position to relative. Then display inline block. Let's have a look at how the designer looks like. Okay, I have to continue styling. Okay, let me say header dot container dot by drop dot menu. Let's have a padding of 10 pixels on all sides. Let's also have a border radius of 4 pixels. Let's have a position of relative transition duration of 0.2 seconds. In case of different browsers, or you say WebKit transition 2 seconds. Yeah, like that. Okay, yes, we have to continue styling. So for now, this is the end of our video part 1. So please do click on the notification bar so that you receive the video for the part 2 coming up. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video of this same topic as I proceed to code. Thank you.